Hi, my name is Amanda, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of what is Anthology and how do I use it. Two important things to know when you are working your way through Stout's School of Education programs. Before we jump into that, I kind of want to do an overview of School of Ed and some of our processes. So we have 5 individuals in our office currently. Deanna is our School of Education Director. She oversees big picture stuff like connecting with DPI about licensure and programs, connecting with other campuses, doing the big picture overviews of all of the programs. Heather Klonderman, super important lady to know. She is in charge of Benchmark 1 and licensure and background checks. So a very important lady to know. If you have any questions for her, she is always happy to help you. My name is Amanda. I started in the School of Education just a couple months ago, and I am the portfolio and data person. So if you have any questions about your portfolio or want to know anything data related about our programs, you can certainly stop by and ask. We usually have 2 more people in our office, a placement coordinator who oversees getting you placements within the schools that you need, and an administrative assistant who does kind of the paperwork background. So what is Anthology and how do I use it? Anthology is where we store our portfolios here at Stout. So a portfolio, what's that word that maybe you have never heard before? A collection of evidence. This is a place where you are going to house a bunch of different documents and artifacts and reflections to prove your mastery as a teacher candidate, to show your personal and professional growth so that we, as the School of Education, feel confident putting you in a student teaching placement, having you licensed, and sending you out in the world to get a job. Your portfolio is going to follow you all across your classes, across your placements for pre-student teaching and student teaching, and it's a way to just to collect all of that stuff for anybody who wants to see it. So why are we doing portfolios? Well, it's not just because Stout decided to. It's actually written into statute. In 2004, PI 34 was passed, and that changed the licensure structure in Wisconsin, and portfolios were part of that. I was one of the first groups who was under the new system, and I had a huge 4-inch binder full of artifacts, and they were still trying to figure out what to put in it and how it's to structure it. But I think Stout's really got it down because they transitioned to what was then chalk and wire and is now Anthology to do digital portfolios. They implemented the ESA system, and now you guys get to showcase yourself in this new portfolio system. The portfolios also are part of our benchmarking system. So in the School of Education here at Stout, we have 3/4 benchmarks. Benchmark 1 is your application to the School of Education. This allows you to take higher level education courses within your program. And to apply for Benchmark 1, you have to submit your portfolio with your Foundations of Education project or paper, your signed statement of values and dispositions, and your resume. And then those things become part of your Benchmark 1 application. Benchmark 2 is your application to student teach, and this is where we check that all of your ESAs are in your portfolio and have been scored. We also just take a general look at your portfolio overall if you have added other things. Benchmark 3 is where all of your student teaching evaluations are going to be housed. So your cooperating teachers will fill them out right within Anthology, and your university supervisors you will add to Anthology to become part of your portfolio. So it's going to grow and change with you as you move through those benchmarks. If you can't remember anything at all from this video, remember this: all of the Anthology stuff is on the School of Education SharePoint site in the Stout Cloud on the Eportfolio page. If you can't find it, email me and I will send you the direct link so you can get there. But on that Stout Cloud Eportfolio page is the link to Anthology so you can log in. There are written directions for all of the different things you might do in Anthology, and there are also short videos, and I tried to really keep them to less than 3 minutes. They're even quicker if you watch them at 2 times speed. But all of that stuff is on that page, so remember that page. So one of the things I normally do in a face-to-face class during this presentation is we watch this video about creating a new portfolio, so you can head over to that playlist, which is linked on that ePortfolio page in SharePoint, and watch this to get an idea of how to create your portfolio. There are also tutorials for how to add content to your portfolio, how to change the theme of your portfolio, and how to share your portfolio with a unique URL. All important things that you'll have to do as you work through that benchmark system. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what Anthology is and how do you use it. As always, if you have any questions about Anthology, your portfolios, the benchmark system, etc., please contact somebody in the School of Education office. Our job is to make your life easier and to support you in your journey as you become a teacher. Have a great day.